Friends, Greg Newmaster coming at you again with another action figure review. Today I have Star Wars The Vintage Collection, The Emperor's Throne Room. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been excited for just to have the Emperor's chair in a 4-inch scale. I've been waiting to be technical, 3.75 scale, but I've been waiting for this just to have this piece and to not have to make it myself for a very long time. So yes, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. But I've just been waiting to have this for so long. I love Bosk's Bounty, so he made a video a while ago about this, and he was able to get it earlier from a Japanese seller. I actually got mine 2 weeks ago from Hasbro. I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to make videos. Just slammed with life and the pursuit of my career. So anyway, here it is. Emperor's Throne Room. Love Return of the Jedi. A couple things to say. So some of the best dialogue, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, to come out of the entire Star Wars film series happens in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. So obviously in Empire Strikes Back, the dialogue between Yoda and Luke when they meet and through the whole training montage is some of the best dialogue, I think, in all the Star Wars films. Granted, George Lucas often gets critiqued and made fun of profusely by his actors because they don't think he writes good dialogue. Critics don't think he writes good dialogue. However, in the original trilogy, the dialogue was solid. And so some of the best that happened between Yoda and Luke about do or do not, there's no try. Just Yoda's entire speech to Luke about being a Jedi and war does not make one great. Like all those little quips, all that great stuff that Frank Oz did with the voice of Yoda. But then I think probably the best dialogue to happen is in Return of the Jedi. And that's in the end. And that is with Luke and the Emperor. Like Ian McDiarmid, when he comes on that screen, he just crushes it and steals it as an actor. And anybody who's ever been an actor in their life or just loves film and loves theater or whatever, it is just solid scene-stealing dialogue and acting, and he just crushes it. And, you know, Vader brings Luke in, he meets the Emperor, there's this awesome back and forth, and the Emperor is just needling him like the devil. He's just trying to convince him, to turn, he's trying to, you know, strike me down. You know, he wants him to grab the lightsaber and strike him down, and you know, of course he does cave eventually. Vader blocks, and then the final battle between Vader and Luke happens. But you know, he's just trying to get him to become this new apprentice, and it's just such an awesome scene. And just the back and forth between Luke and the Emperor, and Mark Hamill's performance, and when he's like, your overconfidence is your weakness, your faith in your friends is yours. Just like that comeback, like, is so awesome. And I love it. I love it. And if you don't love it, I think there's something wrong with you. Well, that's just my humble opinion. So I was so excited to get this piece, so excited to get this diorama. So let's crack it open and get a good look. So here's the front box or card or whatever you want to call it. Just a great, they actually use the figures instead of the movie. Just the Emperor sitting in his chair viewing Luke and Vader. Would have been nice if they would have used some film images there though, just to contrast. Let's check a look at the side of the box. That's the figure again with the Emperor. And same on the back, and there's that side. Oh, and we actually get some words, and it says, rising from the North Pole of the second Death Star is a 100-story isolation tower reserved for the Emperor, from which he oversees the battle station's operations. The tower's 4 spokes house a throne room, Palpatine's private chambers and a vault reserved for Sith artifacts. This throne room was the site of a climactic showdown between Jedi and Sith at the Battle of Endor. Sorry, I got a little mush mouth there. See if that can focus just a little bit. You guys can see that, but there we go, much better. So that's what that says, and you guys can see that. And let's bust this baby open. We got a nice slip cover, and there it is. And I have to say, I love how they incorporated the box artwork into it. I had a Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce Wayne changing into Batman action figure. And they had also done the same thing where they used the slip cover with the box and incorporated it into the sort of like the Bat Cave where he keeps his suits. And look at that. It just folds down nicely like that. So this is actually a box I'm going to keep and display. And so we get the same figure that was just released of the Emperor, but it's a different head sculpt. So if you picked that up, this one he's just kind of smirking. And the other one, he's cackling like a madman. But it just looks beautiful. I love it. I wish, however, they would have incorporated... So it's nice that they use the box, but they could have really gone all out with this and just done like the stairs and sort of like a 2-level. Because they did it with the Bespin carbon freezing playset, where they had the stairs and the carbon freezing chamber and all that kind of stuff. So I don't see why they couldn't have gone just a little bit, put a little bit more into this than what they did. But that's fine. I really like it. And honestly, I really just want the chair. I don't know about you guys, but I just want the Emperor's chair. So it's taped here in the top. So I'm going to cut that. What else do we have here? He is... Okay. So there is a look at the packaging. Since I have this off, we'll take a look at that first. Let me see. Yeah, nice details. If you can kind of look at, there's the control panels, and it's just really nice, really long. This is, let's see how long this unfolds to. So that's about 27 inches long. If you guys can see that there. So 27 inches. I can't even fit it on frame. I can zoom out, but then it's going to look blurry. So I'm not going to do that. But let's see what it looks like from the back side. And I'm just going to fold this up for a second and turn it around. And that's what it looks like in the back, just so you guys can see that. And there's the bottom, of course. And such detail even in the packaging. There's like some tile there. Mine is a little bit dirty. I had to cut the tape on the top to pull the slip cover off. So this is great. Like, if you like this packaging, I'm always going to keep it. There's also a little tray here. And pull this tray out. Mine is actually stuck in there. So you guys can see. As I pull the tray out, you have his lightning hands, you get Luke's lightsaber, and then you get the Emperor's cane. So that's really nice. Just a really nice attention to detail. And I am not going to use my Emperor's lightning hands with this figure because I like him just in his chair. So I'm going to put that back in there like so. And if you guys can see, it just comes in and out. See, this would be a really nice opportunity for them to have the stairs, as I said. And I wish they had that. So, and I know this is very raw looking, guys. But I like to open the figures so you can experience it just as a collector. I know a lot of people out there have very professional, clean-cut looking videos. But I just kind of like to give you guys the experience that you would get when you bring the figure home. And as soon as you bust it open. So that's why my videos are the way that they are. So the diorama piece is encased in the plastic like so. And you can pull this out. And so you have two different backgrounds. You can adjust these screws, pull it out and flip it around. But I actually, I like this side because it has the battle going on. So you get to sort of see it like they did in Return of the Jedi from Luke Emperor and the Vader's perspective, Vader's perspective when he looks out the window. But if you don't like that, you also have the option to flip it around and just have a neutral space background. So you have that. So that's a really nice touch. Like, yeah, so they really went all out on the packaging to save money. This could have been a HasLab project, which would have been nicer, and they could have just released a nicer playset and really just went all out. So Vader is held in the chair, the Emperor is held in the chair by a little plastic strip there. So I'm gonna cut that and pull the chair out so you guys can get a good look at it. But yeah, this is really right. This is why I wanted this piece so much, is this chair. And look at it. Finally, after all this time, we have the Emperor's throne in his chair, and it looks great. No features on it, just some articulation for the rotation of the chair, and that's about all you get. And I guess, yeah, like it doesn't even, so you get the window and you get the chair. So that's kind of disappointing, but you do get the nice packaging. So you could display it like so and sort of just put it there. And here's the newer Emperor figure. This is based on the episode 1 Palpatine body mold. So if you want to see, just watch my other video on the Emperor that I already did. It's the same exact figure, but the only difference is we get a newer head sculpt here. And he has just that smirking, cocky face, and he has a new robe. And then they gave you the hard piece for the hood instead of the soft goods hood, which I was a little apprehensive about because I like soft goods, but it just looks so good and it's sculpted so well. And look, you get his little like skullet, like Hulk Hogan, his sort of half haircut and mangled face, but that's the face you get, and it looks really good. Just really like the shading under the eyes, the little smirk really captures Ian McDiarmid in that phase in his life. And my favorite visual image of the Emperor is from Return of the Jedi, because Ian McDiarmid was younger then, so he was more fit. So as he gets older and they portray him in the prequels and the sequels, he sort of, gets like that turkey neck, and he doesn't look as sleek as he did in Return of the Jedi. I don't mean to be rude and critical of him. I just think visually he looked the best in Return of the Jedi. He looked thin and like an old elderly man, and I just really appreciated that. But that's just my personal opinion. So I'm gonna put him in the chair. Oh, also they also sort of give him some like gnarly looking hands. They're like holding hands, but they're also like pointing hands. So it kind of like remind me of a witch. He has a witch's hands, but it's a really great playset, or just a small diorama. It could have been better. They could have went a little bit more all out on it, but honestly, I just wanted the chair. I think this was around $25 to $30 off of Hasbro. And there you have it, guys. You got the Emperor in his throne room. You get the nice packaging diorama. And you do have the plastic piece as well. Let's take the plastic piece out. So there you go, too. So if you don't even want to use the plastic window, you just have the packaging, which has the same exact thing. So it's a little bit redundant. So to me, if they were gonna do it, they should have went all out and incorporated in the stairs and like different platforms and just made it like a nice play set. And I don't know why they don't do that sort of thing, because people buy it, man. People love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. If you're watching this video, you probably love Star Wars. And would you buy it? Yes, I think you would. So anyhow, it's great. I'm glad to have this. Probably, now I have too many Emperor figures, so I'm probably going to sell some. So anyhow, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And God bless you all, guys. I hope you have peace and happiness and joy in your life. And you enjoy these action figures and they bring you pleasure, and they're not taking up too much of your money. So peace, everybody. Thank you.